on the day it came out. They're very excited about the game and they start the story mode. Gingrich is having the time of his life, but Schuler catches a historical inaccuracy. Gingrich asks Schuler what the inaccuracy was. From this point on, Schuler goes on a huge rant about the French Revolution.
Wow, Assassin's Creed is amazing. It's like I get to experience the French Revolution firsthand.
You see, Gingrich, the game is fun and all, but I don't think this is exactly how it happened.
What do you mean?
Well, before we even talk about the French Revolution, you gotta talk about what caused it.
Oh boy, here we go.
See, I could argue it really started with the Enlightenment. I mean, people like Voltaire and John Locke wrote about things like individual liberty and limited government a long time before the revolution started.
I mean, sure, but what made them mad enough to start fighting?
There was a lot of bickering between the bourgeoisie and the nobles. The nobles paid virtually none of the taxes, yet owned all of the land. The bourgeoisie and the peasants got the leftovers, so to speak, and didn't receive the titles and the government honors that the nobles received.
Blah blah taxes, blah blah classes. Look, I get what caused the revolution, but I want to know about the actual revolution.
Fair enough. Well then, let's start with Marie Antoinette at the Palace of Versailles.
Oh, woe is me! What is wrong to me in such affairs? Instead of I spirit of government, who now are bonded in contracts, and not in love. He enjoys the company of the mistresses and spouse because they're not yet used to the
Hey, Marie, still waiting on that mail, and jeez, can you do that? Right.
And whose fault is that?
Madame, I'm sure you can concern yourself with political affairs to keep you busy.
You see, you know, Stanley, the king does not wish for you to be involved in government affairs.
But, Madame, the French population is concerned about your extravagant spending habits.
Well, what am I going to do? I'm despised by the French for things out of my control. I was involved in the innocent necklace scandal. But I was innocent, Tony. It seems like you're looking for a reason. You need to oppose me. Don't try to spend my money doing like this.
Wait, this is the lady that said let them eat cake, right?
I'm gonna pretend you didn't say that. Instead, I'm gonna move on to what happens next. So remember how I was talking about the broken tax system?
Oh my god, not this again.
Well, Louis called the État Général to fix it. Don't worry, this is a quick one. Alright, the whole thing started as a way to decide on a new tax system. So the bourgeoisie says the nobles should pay more taxes because they're just like the rest of us. And the nobles say something profound like this: we shouldn't pay taxes because we're better than the rest of them. Since the lower class were upset by the lack of representation, they formed the National Assembly. Since Louis tried everything he could to keep them from meeting, they met at a tennis court and made an oath to never disband until the revolution had taken place. Go team!
Come on, Schuler. When are we gonna get the action?
Jeez, you're so impatient. Well, this is where things get interesting. On July 14, 1789, people from the Third Estate invaded the Bastille.
Lonnie ordered us here because he's worried that the revolutionaries are going to target this place. But I don't see what the big deal is. What would they want with a place like this? They want our gunpowder, of course, but more importantly, if they get control of this place, there's no telling how long they can push Louis around. Speaking of which, we're being invaded. Assume the defensive position.
Of course, the revolutionaries just kept putting pressure on the prison until Lonnie surrendered.
Citoyens, let this day be forevermore full of opposition to the tyranny and unjust rule of Louis. No longer will we stand for an absolute monarch that scoffs at his people and ignores the plight of the poor and downtrodden. Arms! And with this act, the beginning of a new era has been officially declared. Yeah! I don't mind staying here, actually. Being a prisoner isn't bad. Yeah, I'm good. Aren't there only like 7 of us here? Dear citoyens, we have begun a revolution.
Well, I knew that. I mean, we just beat that level on Assassin's Creed.
But hold on, it gets much better. We still haven't talked about the Women's March on Versailles yet.
Wait, we haven't gotten that far in the game yet.
See, it started as a revolt in the marketplace over high price of bread, but soon turned into a massive mob that stormed Versailles to deal with Marie Antoinette.
Spoiler alert.
You know, I'm sick of these bread prices. I can't even afford to feed my children on this wage.
I know, it would be so much easier to bargain if we had a constitutional monarchy, but hopefully Leroy will listen to us anyway.
There are women inside the palace discussing this with the king right now. I heard they got him to agree to a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but don't you think the queen will just try to mess this all up like she does with everything else?
I mean, yeah, but maybe she'll come to her senses too. Look, people are breaking into the palace. Where is Marie Antoinette?
Yeah, we're gonna kill her when we find her. Get back, you peasants. I will use force.
Cut his head off.
Yeah!
After this violent outburst, Lafayette organized a more diplomatic solution. He had the king stand on the balcony and greet his people, and the queen soon followed.
Look, the king is on the balcony. Vive le roi.
Viva la Roi! You, Marie Antoinette, just showed up. I hate her so much.
I don't know, she's standing pretty strong up there. Lafayette just kissed her hand. Maybe she's not all like that.
Yeah, she's really not threatening or showing us any hostility. She might be alright.
Viva
Viva
la
la
Viva Ren!
I only wish I could play as these brave women in Assassin's Creed.
Hold on, it gets much more exciting. Soon, though, the revolution takes a dark turn which rises to Robespierre. After being charged with treasonous acts against the people of France, how do you plead? Guilty? Alright then. If you could just step under the guillotine, that would be great. Alright, Louis, any last words?
You see, I had never intended to hurt the people of this beautiful nation. I simply wish to uphold the integrity of the monarchy and sustain the current system. But I see now that as the winds of change approach us, I must adapt to every ever-changing nature of the country, and thus I bid you all adieu. Adieu, my friends, the people of France. Adieu, my wife, who I actually never really cared about. And if it turns out that my soul does not transcend the boundaries of this physical world, and the spirit of the French people died down, I have absolute faith that it would be rekindled with the spark.
Shut up, I'm just gonna cut your head already.
I never liked you either, you peasant. You know what? I'm done. Just kill me.
You know, you did a fine job with that execution. Better stay sharp, because we got about 400,000 more coming up soon.
But sir, why would you execute so many people?
Because they're traitors, of course. In fact, give me Marie Antoinette.
You kind of stepping on your foot. You forgive me?
Denied.
this point on, anyone who goes against the government is also goes against the state.
It turns out that the majority of the people executed were peasants, the same people he claimed to represent and support. After a bunch of executions, Robespierre himself was executed, and the people returned to a neutral state again. And this is the story of the French Revolution.
Yeah, that's great and all, but you kind of just gave away the main storyline of the game.
The game isn't what's important. The important thing is we've explored a profound lesson on the downfall of the absolute monarchy, the potential of the common people, and the extreme to which humans will go to bring about change.
The game costs $60 though.
Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous. Well, now you know how it ends.
See,